It's no secret that we love t-shirts at Bothering the Band. We love band t-shirts. We even have a t-shirt Tuesday post we do every Tuesday. And we get our t-shirts exclusively from Make a Tee Online. That's Make a Tee Online. Stalk them on social and all the shit. Tell them you heard about them through Bothering the Band. Use coupon code BOTHERME for 10% off. Please go support Make a Tee because they support us. Yahtzee.
Death Valley Girls.
So excited. I'm under the spell of joy.
I've been listening to them all day. I enjoy their music a lot.
Yeah, they're great. They're LA based. I sent that Under the Spell of Joy album to a few friends, one of whom, shout out, lawyer of the pod, Adam Santiago, loved it. Yeah, so we're here with the force behind that. Bonnie Bloomgarden. What a name.
Who does she sound like to you?
When she sings?
Mm-hmm. I have a very particular person in mind. I get a very strong vibe.
Oh, that's a toughie. I don't know. Now I'm strapped. What do you
It hit me immediately.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
So I think that's part of why I enjoyed it.
I just like that each song is like different. One of the questions is like how she describes her music. But we're excited how we reached out to her initially to have her on the live show in Los Angeles, May 21st. And they're going on tour to Europe. So she couldn't do it, but she graciously said, I'd love to be on the pod. So here we are. Bonnie.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a whole
lot. Welcome to Bothering the Band. My name's Ryan. This is Abby.
Hi. Thanks so much for having me.
We were just doing the intro and talking about your music. We absolutely love it.
Whoa. Thank you.
Who do you, Abby brought something up and I'm curious. Who do you think you sound like when you sing?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, in my mind, I sound like Tina Turner, but out loud, I have no idea. But that's like if there was like a filter inside of me, my sound comes out of a Tina Turner. And then out of my mouth is my filter, but like through my head is like Tina Turner than me. But to me, I sound like a mouse or something, like an angry mouse or a happy mouse.
Angry, happy mouse. I'll let her tell you what she said.
Oh yeah, please.
I got a really strong Debbie Harry vibe.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No joke though. This is not hyperbole or lip service. That under the Spell of Joy has been on in my home for 2 weeks off and on. So
wow.
I've been telling so many people about that record. It's so fucking good.
Thanks so much. That's so cool.
Thank you for making it. Thank you for doing this weird podcast.
Yeah, for sure. We're in the studio right now doing Under the Spell of Joys. I guess, are they twins? It's triplet. No, it's not born at the same time. So it's that record's sister. We're making a baby. That's why if I'm like, don't make so much sense, that's why it's a really confusing time.
I dig it. We dig it.
Cool.
We'll just start right into it. We love to dive in. With our stupid questions. What did you dream about last night?
Whoa, that's so cool. I almost always dream about that we're like at a venue or at a festival or at a hotel or a casino complex. It's always this huge complex and everyone else always has a bed before me. And last night I found the coolest bed. And it was like in this room that had no walls and it was just all like trees and plants. And I was like, this is cool. And that was my dream.
Oh wow. So you have this is my blood. You have tour dreams.
Yeah, I think like most people probably don't dream of their work every night. But I dream about work every night, but it's such a part of our life that it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't know. It's like, do you dream about work?
Yeah, I do. And
Okay.
so the reason I brought that up is I used to work in the service industry, so bartending and serving
Yeah.
tables. It's been a decade since I did it, and I still have those dreams where I'm like in the weeds, and I've
Oh
talked to
shit, that sucks.
many people, and I think it's like a specific industries, and this is gonna play into other interviews and episodes. I'm gonna ask if other musicians have touring or like live dreams.
It started to go away a little bit, like after like a year of COVID, but then somehow it came back and I was like, thank God. That's like, it was, like I just want my dreams at least to be the same. But yeah, I always dream of that, where it's a venue, a festival, some situation like that. And I often dream about whales. Somehow that we're like next to water and there's whales, and I try and take pictures. I'm like, oh, this is a good video, Yeah.
I love that you're hyping up yourself in your dream.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
This is so dope. How do you describe the music you play? Because it's all over the place, which is a fantastic thing. And it's also, we do a lot of research. We read a lot of interviews and like album reviews. And the adjectives are all over the place as well.
Yeah, totally. I mean, again, it's like, I know what it feels like. To me, it feels like space gospel, but like,
fucking love that.
Yeah, I don't know what it, like we were just talking about that, like what is this kind of music? It's like, I don't know, like I don't really know. It is all over the place, but it is also not all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's space gospel is perfect because it's like punk rock and then it's like out there into the universe. It's space gospel. Wow. We'll definitely put that in the description when we post this. What's the last song you listened to?
Oh my God. Well, because we're recording, I try not to listen to music for like about a month, but I watched the Beatles documentary, and I watched that movie Ray, about Ray Charles, and I watch Euphoria. So that's like all of my musical influence right now. It's just like I can't just listen, or I'll get like, it'll become like an ear worm or whatever they call it when you like, and I'll like probably steal it. But if I just like watch stuff, that's what I've been listening to.
So the next album will be all over space, even crazier space gospel.
This record,
with those three things.
Yeah.
So we reached out to you initially to have you on the live show in LA. You came highly recommended by everyone we asked. We're like, who should we have on the show? It's not going to work out, but I wanted to ask, who's your favorite LA band?
Oh my God. There's so many good bands right now. Well, I love Egg Drop Soup. Our bass player's in that band too. I love Starcrawler. They're really cool. Them, yeah. It's a band called Nice that's really cool. And so many good bands right now, which is not always the case, but right now it is. And there's one other band. Oh, Reckling is sick.
Reckling?
Ling, like Ling. Yeah. And then our saxophone player his band is Gravy Flowers Bongo Band. They're really good. Yeah.
We're both ready. Go ahead.
Gravy Flowers Bongo Band? Is that, I can't even, I'm like, is that even real or is that a dream? Yeah.
It's fronted by a whale.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
your dream.
yeah. I'm the videographer.
And you don't have to answer this next question if it's going to isolate any of your spots, but what's your favorite LA music venue?
Oh, like to see a show or play a show?
Both.
I mean, to be honest, it's been like 2 years since I've seen a show or played a show, but I like Lodge Room and Terragram, Echo, The Smell. But I'm sure that there's new stuff I don't know about. I've just like, kind of been out of the reality loop for a little while.
Yeah, I think we all have. One of the questions we asked is like, what's the last live music, or even like we were asking for a while there, like what's the last movie you saw in a movie theater, and it was stumping people. So
Yeah.
We're on the same boat at least. Yay.
Yeah. No, that's
so
good.
explain, and for Abby as well, the wearing the same shirt for many years.
Oh,
I need to
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so I think it was Larry's birthday. We went down to San Diego and we saw some bands, and one of them was called Joy, and they gave us their shirt and it said Under the Spell of Joy. And I was just like, this just makes so much sense to me. This is my shirt. And so I just wore it every day. And I don't know if that's weird or not, but like I'm a kind of person that's like really gets into like a uniform and sticks with it. And then like when winter comes, then you put on another layer. Summer comes, you trade out your pants for like shorts or a dress. But like it's wore that shirt every day for a few years, and it was like it really made people happy. And it obviously affected us all so much. They had to look at it. I don't look at my own t-shirts really, I just wore it. But people on the street would be like super happy. They'd be like, yeah, that's so cool. And it made people of all different like backgrounds really happy. Like you could tell, like it didn't make anyone sad, that much I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you mean?
Absolutely. What was the washing schedule, or was it ever washed?
I wash like my clothes. Well, we're used to the road, so it's like it was the road every other month. So it's like when you're home, you like wash every week. Now, I take showers every day because that's good for your health. It's really good for your throat. But yeah, and I change my unders and socks every day. But like, yeah, I'll be honest, I wear the same pants and shirt like every day until it's laundry day. Unless I spill something on it, but
unless you spill,
yeah. And then at nighttime for shows, we have another uniform. So it's really only like during the day and then sleep at night. But I'm not like I'm a like small person. I think small people have different like smelling situations. Like I'm like pretty short, so maybe that's why I don't smell so bad. But
so what you're saying is smaller individuals
that's not true.
Smell better.
I don't know. I don't know what is the reason why I don't like smell too bad day in and day out, but I just thought it was because I was short.
No, that's your superpower.
Oh, okay, cool. I have a really bad sense of smell too. So I think maybe smell just isn't one of my reality purposes. It's not my destiny isn't to create smell or be part of the scent that sense that whatever, how we have all these different senses. It's like I cook, so I got real good like tasting sense, but I don't really need to smell. So I guess all of that's just dulled down in this reality for some reason.
It's funny you bring up like showering. Abby mentioned in the intro shower. She doesn't enjoy. She's one of the rare people who doesn't enjoy showers.
That's fair.
Which is totally great. And my thing, and I'll say you might luck out with your weather and environment. I'm in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in Florida.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no.
And it is nice outside, but still kind of gross. Like,
yeah, no, that's not, you're right. I guess that's like I'm like a privileged person to be like, I live in like California, like
no humidity.
Yeah. And it's just the same temperature every day. So I can adjust like really on the fly.
Yeah.
If anything comes up. But I didn't really like shower. Or now we have a song actually that's for the shower that we're recording now, and it's I realized we had it on the last record. It's called Washes Away, and we're doing now Washes Away too, because I didn't realize this until later, but it's like in the shower. I realized it's a really good time for magic, just to like wash away yesterday and then welcome in the day. You can do it at night or whatever, but like the visualization of actually washing yourself and like and like thinking, like I had never thought about this before, but like looking at your knee and being like, whoa, you've always been my knee, like thank you. It's like a good time to be thankful for like your body and just be like, oh my god, my feet are still there, that's so cool. Like I just never like thanked you enough. And so now in the shower I know it's good for myself because I sing, but it's also like I'm like, oh, thank you, arm. And then like when it washes away, sometimes I'll get crazy and put soap all over me, and then I'll let it wash away, and I watch it go down the drain, and I'm like, bye bye bad stuff, like bye bye other people's shit, and it's just like it's a good time for magic, water, fire, air,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe that could help you enjoy it more. So use it as like a practice of self-care.
I'm gonna think about that for the rest of my life when I'm like
Good,
when I'm
yeah.
like washing my arm. I'm
Yeah.
like, thanks, arm.
Yeah, we say a little prayer. What is it? Oh yeah. Oh shit. I don't know why I can't remember. It's probably because I have like 20 songs cycling in my head, but yeah, there's like a little prayer we say in the shower, and it's just like, people meditate, do whatever they want, but it's like such a, people get their best thoughts there. It's a really cool time to do whatever you want. And also like on tour, it's your only time alone, so it's like sacred.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the shower pusher. I'm not here to like,
shower bully.
Yeah, I don't want to bully anyone. Shame it, shower shame.
I'll reveal this, and I think you'll like it. So my shower is like it's like the glass, and so it steams up, and before I get out, I write things in the steam. And then it disappears.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's magic.
Yeah, it's usually like just stuff I'm thankful for, or things I like, or like have a good podcast. Feel free to try that at home, folks.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You doing your little things is your little prayers. That's like baller shit. Sorry, my vocabulary is not good. That's baller shit, man. But that's so cool. Dope. Congratulations. That's amazing.
I'm gonna think about the arm thing forever. Do you garden at all?
Now that I've been like had an opportunity, I actually went a little plant crazy. I'm like a crazy plant lady. But I have mint, a lot of mint, but it's not like outside. It's like inside.
Mm-hmm.
Does that count?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I was just thinking of a dumb question per your name.
Oh, what is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, totally.
Mint definitely counts.
Don't let the mint go outside.
Really?
It grows like a weed, and you can never make it stop if it gets into anything outside.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Try to keep it contained.
Okay, that's good to know, because I've been like, are you guys happy? Do you want to go outside? But
you can put it out there, but you have to keep it in something. Don't let it get into like the yard or the flower beds, or it'll just take off.
Wow, the power of the mint. I think I read something about that. Like mint.
That sounds great.
That's like a it's like a spell that I can't remember who. It's some myth. Do you know the myth of the mint? It's like I can't remember if it's Greek or whatever, but somebody took someone else's, or somebody was married and then they got a lover that was a lady, and the wife got so mad that they killed her, but they turned the lover into mint so that all that tread upon her would smell sweetness. I don't know if that made sense. I I start. Did you
Gotta look
hear
that up. We gotta look that up.
I did.
What is
Oh,
it?
It's Greek mythology.
oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And it was Pluto
Oh, cool.
and his wife Persephone, and Persephone
Oh,
stomped on
Persephone.
mint.
Cool.
So Pluto made her a plant.
That's so cool. Thank
That
you
is
for looking that up.
very cool.
Yeah, I love that idea that it's like sweet every time someone steps on it. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, revenge, sweet revenge. I don't like revenge. I'm against it.
I'm too lazy
Just to
for
be
revenge.
clear. Yeah.
Are you into astrology at all?
I think it's super cool. Like I really think it's cool and I like what I like, but I don't know enough about it to speak about it. But like if you told me your sign, I could give you the same generalizations probably anyone else could. But I'm not like,
I'm curious though. I'm a Scorpio. What kind of
oh,
generalization?
for real?
Yes.
Cool. I'm a Virgo. Yeah, I'm a Virgo. I'm a Earth bitch. Like I'm a straight up Earth
Oh wow.
bitch.
I know zero. Aside from a long time ago, someone said, "Oh, you're a Scorpio. You're gonna die by murder."
Whoa.
And like, that was it. And I was
Sounds like they're just jealous.
And then they vanished.
What are you?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense. I'm just kidding.
It's a shower. It's a shower thing. Libras, no showers.
No, you're like even keel, I think. You seem pretty fair, reasonable, just.
Yes.
And I think you guys are always pretty. You know.
Oh, thank you.
But I've never met it. Or actually, one of my best friends, I have a best friend that's a Scorpio girl, and I have a best friend that's a Scorpio boy. I think the signs are so different based on your like whichever gender you are. I don't know that much about if you're not like a boy or a girl, but I know that based on those like genders archetypes, like boys and girls are very different. And but yeah, my best friend that's a boy Scorpio, he doesn't mess around with fun, and he doesn't mess around with like life. He like really lifes. Is that what you do? Do you really life?
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
I like life.
Cool. That's awesome.
Next question: Bonnie Prince Billy or Billie Holiday?
Oh, I mean, like Billie Holiday is just number one in ever the world. No matter who else you said, it would be Billie Holiday.
Good
Thank
answer.
you. Thank you.
That was a test and you passed.
Yeah.
Do you think you mentioned you were a smaller individual? Do you think you could fit your body into a closed guitar case that one of us
Those
could
are like,
take with us?
oh, like maybe an acoustic case, but an electric guitar case, like 3 inches, like 3 inches. I'm like over 5 feet tall.
But how many inches wide?
Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't know. I'm probably like between like, I don't know, I guess 10 inches, and my legs are probably like 3 or 4 inches, and then like, yeah, I'm probably between like 4 and 10 inches. I don't know. No, if a record is 12 inches, I'm not as big as a record sideways. I know that. Yeah. I don't have like the biggest bosoms either. I think in my head, probably
It's
like
hard
8
to like
inches.
move it. It's hard to like do it and keep it.
Yeah, I could measure later,
That's
but
how.
no one's ever asked me how wide I am. You know?
Welcome to Bothering the Band. I asked that Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, we also have to explain to the listeners, the two of you measuring yourselves with your hands.
How wide we are. That question comes from your correspondence with Abby. Yeah. And we want to go on tour with you. That's
Yeah, I
much it.
know you guys. I mean, you should. It's more the merrier.
Love it. Have you met Iggy Pop yet?
Yes.
You did? What?
Yeah.
Tell.
Well, he was
Spill
in
the
our
beans.
he was in our music video, and in Florida, in Miami. And
That's where he lives now, right?
yeah, and we went there. We weren't gonna go at first because, you know, it was like Miami, like July 28th or something crazy. But then someone was like, why the fuck aren't you? Oh, sorry.
No, you can curse.
Why the hairy heck aren't you going? And we were like, oh my God, yeah, we gotta go. And yeah, we went, and he came there and did the video, and his earthly presence is I mean, it's divine. It's like when people are like, oh, I don't get why she's famous, like she doesn't even have talent. It's like, she's famous for a reason, like he's famous for a reason. People aren't just like randomly famous. They have a magical quality to them that like is, you could see a mile away, and his magic quality is like, it is like it's like euphoria. It's a euphoric thing that lasted like for 5 days after we saw him. He just exudes something that is so magical and so beautiful and so calming, shockingly calming. And yeah, he didn't know how to tie his tie. I tied a tie for him. Like I touched his personal neck, and it was just like, it wasn't scary. And we just sat next to him, and he like listened to the song and like memorized it. And he's just, I mean, it's incredible. He's like, is truly a god among other gods and less than gods. He's amazing.
Oh my God. Yes, you're right. We would love more than anything to have him on the podcast. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could.
I think you could.
Questions.
I think you could. Because
I mean, I would force myself. But
yeah, I think you could. I don't know if I tried. We have a podcast too. I tried to ask him to come on it, but I think they have like a pretty strict no podcast policy, which I feel like is fair. You know, like policies are good. You know, it's helpful, and you don't have to like make embarrassing decisions, like, or be like, you know.
Yeah, geek out to your idols and just fumble over words the whole time. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Well, I read somewhere that your dreams were to meet Iggy Pop and tour Europe. So like, what's it like? You're doing it. You've done it. Like, so that's incredible to just like sit back, like to make a statement that's even a fragment of your bigger dreams. You're like incrementally accomplishing them, and I think that's very cool.
Thank you so much. That's so cool that you think that. Yeah, I'm like, manifesting your dreams is possible. Just ask me. I manifested my dreams. Yeah, I mean, I think if you want anything bad enough, almost, I think like you will get it, because you just won't stop until you get it. I think that's like human nature. Like, and if you don't have, I mean, to a reasonable degree, but most things that you don't have, it's because you don't want them, or because you're afraid. Those are the only things usually standing in your way. And like, and you can make your goals pretty small. Like, it's like probably inevitable that a band would go to Europe. You know what I mean? It's like that, but at a point it seemed like impossible. And so that was a good goal to achieve. You know? But I learned a lot
it's great.
since then, I believe.
Some people wish their whole lives to do,
you
know, even a fraction of that. And again, you're doing it. So way to go. We have some more dumb questions.
Thank you so much. No, it's super cool.
Will you hold someone's sweaty hand?
Like, what's the circumstance?
Like a partner, and their hand just happens to be in a very casual moment.
I mean,
like every day sweaty.
A sweaty hand? Would I hold a sweaty hand? Yeah, I think it would. I wouldn't want someone to like become self-conscious about their paw sweat, so I would just keep holding it. I'd rather me be uncomfortable than someone else. You know, that's not so hard. Just hold it and wash your hands later. NBD. You know?
Yeah, I love it.
Is that aimed at anything?
Yeah,
Who sent you?
It's one of your songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry. You don't. If I don't know it, that's a problem.
Yeah. So, Hold My Hand is the song.
Oh,
But,
yeah, duh.
So that's what we do. We kind of, we have some
Okay.
randos, and then we have questions like.
Okay. I forgot about that song. It's funny.
We've done, how many of these have we done? So we got to really pull from specific or very odd places to get these dumb questions.
No, this is super fun. This is really cool.
It's the only podcast, only like journalistic outlet that's going to ask you that real dumb stuff.
The hard-hitting questions.
The hard-hitting questions. Like, do you have any funny King Khan tales? Because he is one of our favorites, and you have photos with him.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I love him. So I love him so much. He was there on he had a show on a day that was one of the most like miraculous days of my life. But I think I don't know that I have any like appropriate, even close to appropriate stories. He read my tarot. His Black Power tarot deck is like one of the few decks I work with, and he did a reading for me that was one of the best tarot readings I ever had. And then at the end, it was basically like, you're your own, you're what's holding you back. And then he threatened me with a deer antler. Like, he held it up to my neck and he's like, are you gonna change? You're gonna change? And there's like a picture of me with the deer antler on my neck, and he was like, kind of looks like mischievous and a little like not that cool, but it was cool. He was like challenging me to like take my life back. I don't know why it's weird because it's like a deer antler or whatever, but in France of all places. But that was kind of the best day of my life in a lot of ways.
I love that he just had that. He
did just have that.
He just had it in his pocket.
Yeah. He was walking around a festival for like 3 days with it. Yeah, he was so cool. He left his like teenage daughter with us for like 24 hours. Super fun.
Wow.
She's amazing. Yeah, Bella, she's in band. Bella and the Bazaar, they're cool. She's so cool. Both of his daughters have super cool bands.
He's the best. This podcast started off as just a written article, and he was one of the first people to agree to do it.
Cool.
He is like a go-to when people ask me like my favorite live band. I always say King Khan. And what I love is that he's so sweet too.
He's so sweet.
He's like a doting dad,
Yeah.
like, and no, you wouldn't really guess that with like the donkey teeth around his neck and stuff, and carrying an sharpened antler, but he's very sweet. Yeah,
no, he's amazing. And what he's doing now is really, really incredible. He's just like doing a lot of stuff with, I think it's like indigenous stuff in Canada, and stuff about like using the weed tax or the tax on weed. I think this is all Canadian, so I don't really understand it that much, but he's doing really cool things, and his perspective is just amazing. And like, he's just, like a dad to daughters is a really cool thing, and I love him very, very much. So
yes,
cool.
Shout out to King Khan. We'll try to get him back on here.
Yeah,
an audio for him. Enough of that. This is your show.
No, let's talk more about him.
I could. I have my own tales, but I won't dive into it. What podcasts are you into?
Oh,
because you have your own.
Mhm.
You're on this crazy one.
Yeah. I love there's a few that I really, really love. There's one called This Is Actually Happening, which is
Mhm.
amazing. It's just like people telling a story of like an unbelievable thing that happened in their life. Be it like suddenly becoming completely psychic for out of nowhere, or like being shot, or just any, any experience that would change anyone's life, and you'd be surprised to survive through it. Also, there's a podcast called Horror Pod, HOAR Pod, and it's this witch that I'm really into. Her name's Lacey, and she does really cool like holographic healing. And then Marcella Kroll, who's been on our podcast a bunch, has a podcast. I don't know why. Yeah, being in the studio is a real interesting. Oh, it's Saved by the Spell. And then there's a podcast that changed my life, called AOD. It's Jessa Reed's podcast. It's called like Alien School or AOD, and it's really good. It's like mind blowing. Sorry, I don't know where the lights are in here, so I might disappear soon. Sorry.
It won't be the first podcast we've done in the dark. So
Okay.
Do you smoke cigs?
No.
No,
I did
have you ever?
Yes, I did
Okay.
forever and ever and ever, and then I quit because it's not good for anything. It's not good for you, and it's not good for the earth. It might feel good, but it's not good. And then I took a break from quitting, which was a huge mistake. But yeah, please don't smoke cigarettes.
No, you hear that, Deb? You hear that? Deb is Abby's mom, who still smokes and keeps her cigs in the fridge. Like
that's
classy lady.
That's classy.
Window or aisle seat?
Oh my God, window.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Abby, are you window or aisle?
Window.
Yay!
Wow, really?
I mean, I'm a not flying person, but when I have to, I choose window, because you can lean up against it, and then you decide like when you crash if you're gonna look out or not. Can you imagine being in the aisle when you crash? That would suck. Like, oh no, thank you.
I would get up and go pee if it was crashing. And I wouldn't have to step over anyone.
No. I have to take medicine to go on planes. So otherwise it would probably be like aisle, but I just like take pills, pass out, meditate, cry, like wake up, eat candy, go cry, go back to sleep.
What's your airplane candy of choice?
I don't know. That I think just like what if they give you some, I don't know. Yeah, the world's different, I guess. Do they even give you anything?
The last time I flew was November, and it was on a shitty airline, so I wouldn't know because they were just charging for everything.
Yeah, I feel like that's
they were giving stuff, but selling it.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was not good because I was like, I'll take a soda.
Yeah.
And they were like, that'll be $18. I was like,
yeah, well, I used to drink, but I can't drink anymore.
Yeah, same here.
Which really stinks because of something just happened where I can't, my body denies me that good the ability, but so I guess I used to drink and it'd be like, like I get like Bloody Marys or something, like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But that's over, I guess.
Yeah, it's over. I used to sneak the little bottles on, but like a ton of them.
Ooh.
And that's how I got through, because I don't like, I'll do it, but I don't like flying either.
Yeah, that's not natural.
Have you ever done a weird cleanse?
Yeah. I mean, like, Yeah, sure. I've tried all sorts of things.
Is it like the lemon juice and syrup and hot sauce cleanse, or is there
Oh
other
no,
ones?
not like that. I thought you meant like when I was 15, I took mushrooms for like 40 days or something.
Oh, so see, this is open to interpretation. You did a spiritual cleanse.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I know what you're talking about. I'm just kidding. No, I'm a pretty I'm not very good at that kind of thing. I don't eat that much variety of stuff anyways, but yeah, I've never done like a cleanse like that, but I barely eat anything fun anyways.
What's your go-to thing to cook?
I love cooking like vegetables. I love making soups. I really like eggs, which is my one like crazy wild food. But I love like just adding a bunch of different things with different colors together. You know, because I didn't know that that's what you're supposed to eat. I used to only eat orange food, like macaroni and cheese and pizza and quesadillas and cereal. And then when I was like, someone's like, no, it's supposed to be like diverse colors. I was like, wait, what? And so now I'm just like, that's so fun. Like I'll make squash and add it with sweet potato and like garlic and lentils and cut up carrots, you know, just like get crazy with my colors. Add corn. Who cares? I like sauce.
I love thinking about food on a color spectrum.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. You can add pomegranates, seeds. Yeah, just like adding a bunch of, and then thinking about textures is like really, it blows my mind, but I like to think of it that way. And I like the way it tastes. And it's like, I'm like, oh, cool. Like, cool. You know, cool. I'm not eating
think it's
pizza.
cool.
Yeah. And then you just make it once a week and then it's good. And yeah, I really like sauce. So you can add like jalapeno sauce one day, like make your own pasta sauce and add it the next day, like garlic aioli. You could do whatever you want. But
I want to pull that soundbite. It's like garlic aioli.
Yeah. Yeah.
On this episode of Bothering the Band, garlic aioli. How often do you go for a walk?
Oh, every day, multiple times a day. I have a dog.
Very cool.
Dog. Yeah.
But that's like a thing. I read that you love.
Oh, right. I forgot that this isn't at me. This is with me. I get it. I get it. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I walk every day. Yeah.
That's very cool and very healthy.
Yeah, we walk pretty slow. I don't know how healthy it is, but it's how, if I didn't do it, I think my head would fly off like a balloon, you know, just be gone.
Do you listen to music or listen to anything when you walk, or it's just you and the dog, or?
Yeah, just us.
Yeah.
Just us gals.
Do you think rock and roll is a religion? And if so, why?
I do think so. I do think so. This is funny. I've never had this situation where you're saying things that apply to me. It's hard to remember. It's like you're not like I get what you're doing. Yeah, I think it's like we have a set belief system, and that is to unite and to uplift, and which I think is a very common theme among religions: unite and uplift and love and spread joy. And I think that's what rock and roll is. And, you know, our job is to go around spreading the gospel of rock and roll, and to help uplift people and remind them that the human experience, while hard, is also beautiful. And you're not alone, you know?
Oh my God, that was so well said.
Thanks.
I'm so happy we asked that question. And then this is a great like follow up and kind of wrap up.
Cool.
What do you think the best sound in the world is?
Oh, wow. Oh my God, this is cheesy, but our drummer has a place in the woods. And the first time we went up there, it's in the mountains by the lake. And the first time we went up there, I had never experienced anything like this, but like from like miles away, you could hear the wind going through the forest, and then you could hear it like going through different parts of the forest. And just before it got to us, like you couldn't feel it, but you could hear it. And then it came and it like passed us, just the wind, and like it was like the smell of the forest far away, and all of like everything about the forest that from over there like came and just went through us and went to the other side of the forest. And that was like the coolest sound ever. Just like just earth doing its thing, you know. It was crazy. So cool. I like that. And yeah, I like that. And I really like silence.
Nice.
For like water. I like the sound of water.
Very cool. I think just to tell the listeners, Bonnie has a background on her Zoom, and for some reason when you're talking, your body's changing shape, and it's like perfect to what you're talking about. It's very apt to this discussion.
Cool. Sorry, I'm in an unlit room. Everyone's in the studio next door, and I just popped over here.
And that's the other thing. It's slowly, your face is slowly dimming, and it's perfect because we're almost done. And the next question is, what is next for you and Death Valley Girls?
Yeah, well, we're recording music, and we're just trying to like be channels for music more and more, and hopefully get some cool shows coming up. But if not, we'll still channel music for all y'all and record it. You know?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it. Everyone go right now and listen to Under the Spell of Joy. That again, I will not stop that record. It's so good. Follow on all the social and shit. You'll have to let us know if you have any recommendations for LA in May. There. Yeah. Any cool spots? And that's our show, unless you want to promote anything else.
Oh no, I just want to say thanks so much for letting me come here. And yeah, thank you so much. If you're here in May, are you coming here in May?
Mm-hmm.
Write us an email. An email. I was trying to make that sound spooky. Email. Maybe we can meet you.
That sounds great. And thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Stay safe.
Fun. Yeah. Have a good evening. Thank you for making such great music.
Thank you. Bye.